This is the signal for June 16th, 2026. Today's thesis, one layer up. The frontier of enterprise AI has moved off the model and onto the control plane that governs everything built on top of it. This week, the biggest event in artificial intelligence was not a model release. It was a data conference. That tells you where the center of gravity has moved. Intelligence is becoming the easy part. The hard, defensible work is now in the layer that orchestrates agents, governs their data, and meters their spending. Start with the layer everyone still obsesses over. The frontier keeps moving, but its strategic importance has inverted. When the biggest AI event of the month is about catalogs and operational databases, intelligence has become a commodity, and the advantage is no longer which model you can access. It is how intelligently you route, govern, and supervise the models everyone can access. On June 30th, Databricks open-sourced a project called Omnigent, a meta-harness that sits above existing coding agents like Claude Code, Codex and Pi. The framing captures this entire briefing in one line. The most consequential frontier in enterprise AI has shifted from building better agents to governing the ones already running. Omnigent moves control out of the fragile prompt and into the infrastructure layer, where a budget rule can pause a runaway session and a permission rule can block a risky action. Beneath the agents, the data platform is being re-architected for a new verb, act. An agent that updates application state needs to write, transactionally, with low latency. That is what Lakebase adds beside the analytical lakehouse, all under one governance catalog. At the summit, Catalog Federation moved into production. MasterCard showed Unity catalog governing data across Databricks and a WS clue without copying it. Every agent query logged and audited. Why does this matter now? Because ungoverned agents have stopped being cheap. One enterprise spent $500 million on a single month of AI usage before finance intervened. Uber reportedly burned its entire 2026 AI budget in 4 months. Gartner expects more than 40% of agentic AI projects to be canceled by 2027 on cost and weak controls. Metering is no longer accounting, it is a control surface. All of this rides on the largest capital build in the industry's history. On June 10th, the Dell Oro Group raised its 2026 data center capex outlook past $1 trillion, with the top 4 U.S. cloud providers lifting spending about 78% year over year. Financing is mobilizing to match. OpenAI has filed confidentially for an IPO targeting up to $850 billion. When the plumbing is this expensive, proving return on investment becomes existential. Give software credentials and the freedom to act, and you build the fastest growing attack surface in the enterprise. Yet only 14.4% of AI agents went live with full security and IT sign-off. 82% of executives believe their policies already cover agents, and that confidence gap is the vulnerability. The answer is the same as the architecture, enforce below the model, because that is the one layer an attacker cannot talk its way around. The control plane story has a deadline attached. The EU AI Act becomes fully applicable on August 2nd, 2026, about 7 weeks away, and the Colorado AI Act takes effect June 30th. Yet only about 8% of organizations have a comprehensive governance framework, while 88% already run AI. The fix is to make lineage, logging, and override features of your data catalog now, not a scramble in August. Step back and the angles collapse into one. As intelligence commoditizes, value and risk both migrate up and out, off the model and into the layer that orchestrates the agents, governs the data they act on, secures the credentials they carry, and proves to a regulator what they did. The model is no longer the moat. The control plane is. So what would I do Monday morning? 5 things. Adopt a meta-layer mindset and put orchestration and policy above your agents. Make your data platform transactional and govern, and federate rather than copy. Meter autonomy like infrastructure with hard cost ceilings. Enforce security beneath the prompt, not inside it, and make governance a default, not a deadline. The model was the headline of 2023. The control plane is the headline of 2026. Build one layer up. This has been the signal. These are my own views, every figure attributed to a public source. I genuinely like to hear how your team is governing its agents.